Hey, we're on the internet, everybody.
Yay! Things are happening.
I'm quickly downloading a couple things before I forget to, because yesterday when M was running a game, all I hear yelled from the other room is, fuck you more. And it was
Nice.
directed at Topher, so I had to run and clip it very quickly, because I felt like it was like, I love you. It was like, fuck you more. But it had the same energy as I love you. Anyway, great segue to the beginning of this game. Is everybody alright tonight? Staying warm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird ass random cold snap. I went outside this morning and I'd noticed like, oh, I know my AC's on, but like it's a little chilly for what I was thinking. And I stepped outside and was like, absolutely not. I need a jacket and my boots.
Welcome to February in Louisiana, where if you wait 30 minutes, you will hate it even more.
It'll be, if you wait 30 minutes, it'll be August.
And then it'll be back to February in the evening.
It's going to be 25 in Alabama on Saturday.
Keep it, Moose. We don't want it. Keep it.
I'll be driving back to Louisiana, so it's fine.
Do not bring it back with you. What are you eating, though?
Mike and Ike's.
At least it's not ice, or else Topher would jump back in to yell at you.
Delicious, delicious.
Anyway, so as a recap from our last game, y'all killed a clown. You got flushed. Balfor is currently what again?
He's what?
What is Balfor again right now? He was
he's just Balfor.
Well, no, you got turned into a dragonborn that was old, and then you got changed in.
Oh, he's a human.
He's just an old human now, and you still got like 3 or 4 bones inside the inflatable doggy. But y'all got flushed, and then surfed the water and landed in front of a village full of extremely beautiful illithids. And as you land, you see all of them turn and look at you as you are now on the outskirts of their little hamlet.
The horrors persist, but so do I.
I'm going to turn and look at my sister. Ooh. Why are they pretty?
You know, studied lots of shit doing my blood hunter stuff. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna just say it's some sort of an adaptation.
They're all very beautiful, so the most beautiful of our group should go approach them first.
I don't want to, though.
So, Tarl?
You're the brains in a bunch.
As y'all are debating this, one of them vogue walks over to you, Mularn. I mean, this is like heel, toe, pop, pop, pop. Broad shoulders going down to their kind of tentacled-ended arms and legs. But what you notice is instead of having a maw full of tendrils like every Mind-flair you have seen in the past, it is a... You can see there's like stubble, like they've shaved off their tentacles. But there's a defined jaw and a purse set of lips. It just looks at you. Well, hello there, little elf boy. Welcome to our village. Yeah. I am Dizzy Duergen.
Okay, I guess. Yeah. This is yeah. Anyway, um, you wouldn't happen to see a dude that looks like me running around here. So,
Well, maybe, but I might need to see you run around first to be able to fully answer your question. And as he says this, he's slightly posing, JoJo style, like popping a shoulder out, flexing, tucking a leg to the side.
I don't feel comfortable with that. Um, can yeah, that's weird. Anyway, so specifically looking for my twin brother. Um, would you happen to have come across him?
Only with consent.
Bruh.
Yeah, this is.
Have you
I-
seen him?
I'm going to look at my sister and go, this is going to be exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah. First clowns, now a bunch of fucking himbos. I don't really know what
Yeah.
to say other than of fucking course Moo Lockwood.
Oh,
This is
Mulak.
exactly the type of shit he gets into. Yes.
Mulak. Yes,
Yeah.
we've seen this young lad.
Okay.
He
Have you
doesn't
seen him
really look,
recently?
not recently, but no, he doesn't look anything like you. He's fabulous, and you're academic.
I mean, this is true, but
Anyway, can you point us in the direction of whence he went?
I guess I could.
will you please?
Not for free.
I will give you $5.
We have no need for money here. The
You could
back.
have this balloon.
I don't know if I want it.
Yeah, watch what it does. And I shake it.
Let me
God.
pull the spell back up.
We just got started.
I kind of love this is how we're getting started, Claire. What, do you not like this is how we're starting?
No, it's just that tracks.
Why are you being slow? Oh, it's because I clicked the D&D Beyond link. No, thank you.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag don't want to be sponsored by. Tarl is stealthing.
Roll a random stealth check.
Tarl doesn't like. Apparently, it's just my computer being slow. All right. Well, what weren't you a hill dwarf to begin with, Balfor?
Let me check. I opened the wrong character. I was like, no, it says Shatter Kai. I opened the wrong character. I forgot what. Hildorf, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually what a 7 turns you back into.
Hey, back to myself. See? Look how beautiful I am.
You can keep the balloon, little man. You can keep the jingle bones.
Oh, and with my cloak, that stealth was at advantage.
Yeah, I know, Cannon, because you're somehow completely stealthy in plate mail.
Yeah, Cannon doesn't know where Tarl is right now.
I've allowed Tarl mithril armor and a cloak that gives him advantage on stealth and fireball. I have made terrible mistakes this campaign, y'all.
Yeah.
I have no one to blame but
And
myself.
And the cloak of protection.
This is true. You see as the rest of them come walking up. We have no need for money. The back rooms provide for us. We have lived a peaceful life here and learned a new way of life.
Fascinating. What? And I have a overwhelming sense that I'm going to regret asking this question, but it has to be done. What would the cost be for that information?
We have been bored. And you just see all of the mind flares spelled like flare, like decoration. We have competed with each other too many times. We all know each other's moves. We all know each other's styles. We all know each other's gimmick. We would rather have some new entertainment.
Do you want a fashion show?
You see one of them lean out from behind a building. Did he say fashion show? And it seems that no one in here speaks. Does anyone here speak Undercommon? Or Deep Speak?
I can if I can if
Nope.
I start hearing it being if I hear it being spoken readily, then I can.
Is that the same thing as being proficient in land vehicles?
You know what? Yes, you can speak Undercommon since you know how to drive a F-150. No, but no one has Undercommon as one of their language.
Nope, I just know Dwarven, Common, and Druidic.
All right, so what y'all hear is they all look at each other and they start going, oh, and seem to be communicating with each other.
I will I will know Undercommon. Technically, I will know all of them. I have to pull it up real quick.
What you hear is them discussing, like one of them goes, a fashion show seems kind of silly. Yeah, but we're really bored. But like, what do we get out of this? One of them, 15, 20 minutes of entertainment. Another one, you mean it's better than if they tried to kill us? Remember the last adventurers that came through? And they all kind of look over at the kiln. Yeah, that was tragic. Fashion show? Yeah, fashion show. I think if they'll do a fashion show, that'll be entertaining. Well, we could always re-up our subscription to Scry Plus. No! If it starts out cheap and starts out at coppers and ends up at like 10 gold a week. No. So then the one standing in front of you that referred to himself as Dizzy Doergen says, yes, a fashion show would please us.
The fuck is that?
Boy, have I got a trick for you guys. Literally one of my magic items is specialized for this.
All right, how do we do it? What do y'all have clothes to wear, or we have to have what we have?
Well, the one Dizzy looks, well, Polymorph over here can take you to their home so that you may change. I believe that they may have some extra clothes. This one right here,
Can't
I'm just
do
going to...
any of you have a sewing machine and fabric?
Polymorph goes, yes, I believe I do. Yes.
Great. I'm gonna win. Is there a theme to this fashion show?
They all look at each other They turn and like in unison, almost as a hive mind. Flare.
Oh, even better.
I will follow polymorph to their house and to their sewing machine and fabrics.
Okay, so you can move your token over here because polymorph is the one with the green dot. Does anyone go with Balfor or?
Arvax has no idea what's going on. And is still sitting at 66 health.
Well, this is gonna. I look around. Well, the good news is, I mean, the last time a bunch of adventurers came through, they tried to kill these. They just started fighting. So I think we're on the right track here.
Yes, the last group that came through was before your brother, I think. But they came through, they started fighting, and one of them fell into the wood chipper, and then one of them fell into the kiln, and one of them stabbed himself.
Hmm.
It was rather embarrassing.
Sounds that way.
But he spins and then poses again. But when you have moves like these, it's hard to hit.
I will say they move like Jagger. Yeah, you kind of got that going on for you.
Anyway, are you all going to use Polly's house, or do we need to have another place for you? The females that are with you, will they need a separate location?
Oh, I'm good.
Um. Yeah, I think I'm good. Cause I mean, I'm pretty much ready. All right, it's not gonna take me but a moment to get ready. So,
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
What type of musical technology exists in this world? Like,
There are.
realistically.
Okay, normally there are lutes, your traditional like medieval Renaissance style music instruments. There are magical versions that have a different sound to them.
Anything that, like, plays itself? Or is, like, akin to, I guess, like, a vinyl player or something?
There aren't really
Or is that, like, completely out of the realm of possibility
like
currently?
phonographs. You're definitely not going to find a phonograph here.
Fair.
Like a wizard might have a phonograph, but it would be more of like the wax cylinder, not the like pressed records at this point. Like, but there are magical instruments that can be played.
Gotcha.
Like, much like in Lost Seas, where y'all had the horn of Mangione that just slowly played elevator jazz on a trumpet. Y'all still have
Would
that
the
just slow jamming in the bottom of your boat.
Yeah. She's gonna go, like, I guess, ask around and see if anyone happens to have one. I don't think it would be practical for her to keep one on her if she did have one, so.
Roll me just a straight luck roll out of a d20. Call
Just
higher.
a straight D20.
Call high or low.
Stand by just a second.
Oh, oh.
Tarl's got wood carver toolbox, and he also has the tinkerer's tools. How about he just pluck something up off the ground and see if he can't build something real quick?
All right. While she is rolling me a luck roll, give me roll me both tools with intelligence or wisdom to see if you got the understanding for it.
I'm feeling lucky, so I'm gonna say hi.
Okay.
Damn!
No.
I didn't think so. I tried.
looking around, Tarl, with a 12, you kind of have an idea, but it's not the cleanest. And with the tinker tools, you're like, you start playing around with it for a minute, and just immediately it does not meet your standards of what needs to be made.
That's okay. I can do it without.
I will say this: you make a very you can take a small sheet of metal you have to make a small horn with that 19, but it would not necessarily play itself.
Go stick it in Mulan's ass.
Yep.
That might be flare enough, but it also could be terrible. So you do not need anything, madam. Looking at you, Malath.
I think I'm good, and she'll just take out her original whip, the one that's I think it's like flavored. It was kind of like snake-like with Dragon's Wrath whip, so it's got like kind of scales and stuff on it. And she's gonna go over like by herself, and she's gonna start practicing and like kind of like whipping the whip around.
Okay, just move your token off to the side somewhere.
Oop, hold up, yep. Sorry, I'm also sewing my mask at the same time, so I'm multitasking.
Do you have string in your mouth?
I have a needle in my mouth.
That's bad for you. Don't do that.
That's why I'm being very still. She'll go like over here, just kind of clearing.
Because all I can think of is that episode of Futurama. Well, that's going to be a fun little journey.
Thankfully, it was still on the string, but yes, okay, that's all I had.
All right, Tarl, so you took some time to try to make this and you made your little horn. Where are you going to go to? Since there seems to be a fashion show that you are now to participate in.
Is there anything stone around me?
I mean, there is this symbol in the middle of the property, or the little village. It's kind of like an obelisk, but not really that large. All right. Arvax, are you still confused at what everything is happening?
Arvax is so very out of her element right now.
One of the very pretty Elithids comes up to you. You are goth, aren't you?
I don't know what that means.
I'm going to lean over and look at him. More utilitarian industrial.
I was getting more. I still get more of a gothy vibe, but more like I do see you're industrial with this.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's industrial. She was raised in like marshland kind of marshland, swampy, foresty kind of area. So I guess that it kind of pulls into that aesthetic a bit.
Tall. Definitely got an angry vibe.
Oh yeah, that's that wasn't learned. That's natural.
Right, tall one, come with me. By the way, the name is Fairy Fire.
Okay. Arvax is like, so
I would suggest staying away from pastels. She's not exactly a summer.
No, she is not. And then you are still standing there, and there's like two of these other Illithids over here just watching your sister practice with her whip. This one seems to be watching Tarl, and then you still have Dizzy do Urgin.
Yeah. So this is This is what you do here, huh?
Mostly we farm. Tofu is a good replacement for brain, by the way.
So I'm gonna go ahead and file that away for later. That may legitimately come in handy at some point.
But why are you coming through the back rooms to find your brothers, young elf?
So he had a ring.
Hmm.
It's one of those fancy rings. It's a ring of mind shielding. It allows it. He long story short, he died wearing it, and it took his soul.
Oh, that's terrible.
So yeah, and I'm not exactly as super well equipped. I haven't gotten to the point where um I haven't gotten to the point where wish is an option yet. So, but I was able to kind of find the frequencies to kind of get using it to kind of get uh to find him, because if we can release his soul from here, then we can bring him back.
Hmm. And you say you're good for the fashion show? You are just slightly less goth than the big angry one. That is it normal for an elf to actually be that tall?
It is in fact not. There are extenuating circumstances. We've we've dealt with a lot the past couple of years. Um, like a lot. It's it's something that it's best not to think about. Um, no, I'm good. I have I can uh I think I have an idea.
That is fine. I could get
Uh,
some of the others to help you if you had wished, because we do want this to be good. Like, we do not wish to be bored.
understood, understandable. Uh, but I think I have see what is it? Yeah, I have the I can change I can change how I look to uh yeah, I can change how I look. So I'm gonna go with the very good. I'm gonna kind of go with the cute factor on this one. Plus, I mean, I'm kind of pretty. I can
Eh. Then, as you have this awkward conversation, we're going to bounce to Balfor. Balfor, what are you crafting?
Okay. Does what's his name? What was it? Polymorph?
Polymorph.
I'm gonna just be chatting up with Polymorph for a little bit, but I need a lot of white fabric. Do they have glitter?
There is way too. There is like a whole craft store's worth of glitter.
All different colors?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use a whole lot of that. Do they have like You know those like they're kind of like jewels, but you can like peel the backside off and stick them to things.
Yeah.
Do they have that?
No. But there are sequins.
Do they have something to stick the sequins like glue?
No, the sequins have holes so you can stitch through.
I need to not put it on fabric.
They have
Use mud.
they do have like just regular glue.
Freeze sap.
Yeah, okay, glue. That'll work. I need glue. I need the sequins. I need glitter. I need a bunch of white fabric. I need a what's the word? Like do they have essentially I'm also looking to make a crown of thorns. Do they have that?
There is plenty of like reeds and other things that can be used to.
Are you starting another religion?
No. All right.
All
And then and I'm assuming they have makeup or something similar.
Yes. Now let me. What tools are you proficient in, Moose?
I am proficient in sewing kits.
So roll me either intelligence or wisdom
It's gonna be wisdom.
plus proficiency for your.
So plus 10. Okay.
Here.
Natural 20 for a 30.
You know, we're gonna come back to whatever you describe here in a second, Moose. Okay.
I have a picture, but I'm flavoring it my own way a little bit.
Oh God. I am both excited and terrified for what may occur.
You should be.
Tarl, what are you doing at the small obelisk in the middle of town?
Give me a reference to size.
Probably about 8 feet.
I'm just going to stand there and look at it for right now.
No plans for the fashion show, just staring at the obelisk?
Yeah.
All right. Mulaith.
I'm currently gluing a mask, and she actually legitimately is already prepared for this, so I'm good with continuing to listen, and she's going to continue practicing.
All right. Arvax. Or I should say Emily.
Yeah.
What would Arvax's best idea of what a fashion outfit would be?
She don't even know what that means.
Like,
You hung out with Mulak for like 2 years. You know fashion. Plus, Mulaith is fashionable.
You think she paid attention to half the shit Rollock said?
Are you streaming?
we love you, Harley.
I don't know, a dress with shiny bits on it? I don't know.
So you just literally tell Fairy Fire you want a dress with shiny bits on it?
I don't know.
Okay. So this
I
is
wear pants. I don't know.
okay, so they will set you up with a shiny dress. However, I'm going to ask you a serious question, my lovely, lovely wife.
Mm-hmm.
And this is partially so that I may have plausible deniability.
I feel like I know what you're gonna ask, and you already know the answer. But go ahead.
Do you want me to describe the dress that you are in, or do you trust Claire or Moose more to describe the dress?
Oh, I want to hear you do it.
Guys, I love y'all. It's been good.
Rip.
Yeah.
If you hear the line go dead, know that she has slain
I
me.
Claire and I have seen every episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. You should have picked one of us.
I think the point is it's going to be funnier this way.
I'm gonna die, guys. She gonna kill
Oh,
me.
you guys would come up with something like fashion accurate. I want to hear what he comes up with.
Oh, it was gonna be very draggy if it came from me.
Drag is fashion.
But it's also extra. And sometimes funny and sometimes ridiculous. But I want to know what Hewitt thinks is fashion.
I know what Hewitt thinks is fashion. That's why it's going to be funny.
It's khakis. It's khakis and a plaid button-up shirt.
I mean, that will probably fit her aesthetic more than anything she's actually going to be put in. Then she could at least pull off grunge.
Okay, Balfor, with a nat 20, I'm going to say it does not take you as long as I would argue it would for you to.
I'm doing most of the work, and I'm mostly just using polymorph as like my gopher. Like I'm like, I need this, grab me that. Like he's just pointing at things, and so he's basically my runner. And then like if I need an extra set of hands, I get polymorph to do that. But other than that, Balfour is doing all of it himself. And I'm going to send you a message for because he's basically creating a character, and the character has a name. So when he's introduced to do his catwalk, he wants to be introduced as this.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, you will have to introduce yourself.
I want polymorph to introduce me.
You're gonna write a whole fucking thing that I have to say, aren't you?
Nope, it's literally just a name. I
Okay.
sent it to you already.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so the three that have not been named are going to come over here. They have been assigned to be your judges. If everybody will move your tokens to this side.
I'm gonna hide back here until polymorph announces me.
So which side? I got back and everybody's still very scattered. I can't tell what's the correct place.
Over here.
Okay.
Let me actually see how that looks on screen. I gotta zoom out. Okay. So the three judges are Ogre the Top, which is the red one. The middle one is Artem Ass Enter Me.
I think that one went over the top of my head.
Ba-bump bumch. Oh no. My name generator died on me because of the internet. So the last one I read beforehand is Tempest. So that is the pink one. Those are your three judges. So who is going first?
I will go first.
All right. All of the mind flares are over here watching.
All right, so I'm gonna make my way into the middle. All right. I am going to. Yeah. So I'm going to clap my hands and and then like arms out T pose, and then cross in front of me. I'm going to cast Prestidigitation to. I mean, what's the best way to describe this? The like eyes sparkling, like radiant radiance coming off of me. I'm going to I'm going to slowly turn in place as my owl familiar descends from the heavens to land upon my shoulder. And I am going to explode with chickens.
Have you
And
made a new outfit, or you still look just like you?
I have taken off my overcoat to reveal surprisingly flashy robe underneath. It's very it's red with it's kind of a red with silver trim to it. Um, it's a bit more It's more ostentatious than anyone has ever seen him, well, except for Mulaith, who knows that underneath it all, he does actually care about how he looks and is slightly vain. Is at least as vain as her as Mulak. He's just a bit more utilitarian about it. Doesn't like he actually doesn't like his nice things to get messed up just as much as Mulak does, but Mularn's way of making sure that his nice things don't get sullied is to cover them up or not wear them unless he knows they're not going to. So yeah, a starburst of glowing chickens is going to erupt from behind me, and then I will take a long. I will take a long bow.
All right. Roll me a performance check with all of that.
Mulak would murder y'all in this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with a 15, there is some clapping and a hmm. How long does comprehend languages last?
Let's see. It is an hour.
Yeah, you hear one of them. Well, that's all right. Another one, mid. But it does not seem that you have either offended or really bedazzled them.
I'll allow it.
You do see Fairy Fire pick up one of the chickens that just exploded and ran off.
Hmm.
Pets it.
It is fabulous. It is red, but it's the down, the other feathers are kind of a shimmery silver.
You made a sparkle chicken.
I made a sparkle chicken.
Right. Who is next?
Tarl's going last.
Okay, so who is going after Mularn?
Sure, since birds seem to be the theme, I'll go next.
All right.
I've already used wild shape, so I'm on top of the roof here.
Okay.
And everyone sees a peacock zoom, and it flies in front of the judges so they can see the glory. And then as I land, I unwild shape, and they see. I'm gonna put it in Discord. The Dwarven version of this, as I land, also Polymorph needs to call out my name, and like introducing.
Polymorph will yell, "Introducing Elemental."
And that's what you see, a dwarf version of that.
Beautiful.
Now, we all have to remember Tarl's beard is copper now. Tarl, roll me a wisdom save real quick, seeing a beard full of glitter.
My beard's probably also way longer than his.
Tarl, you don't take any psychic damage from this, but you just know how long it's going to take to wash that beard now. There's a good chance in your mind, Tarl, that Balfor will die before he gets the last of the glitter out.
Doesn't matter. Look how fabulous he is. And instead of that green thing in his head, it's like it's still got like glitter and whatever that stuff is called, but it's actually like woven into an actual crown of thorns.
So like a crown of
It's
thorns, laurel kind of combo thing covered in glitter and shiny.
Yes, and it very much is kind of mocking religion a little bit. And then Balfour or Elemental will strut, and as he walks right here, he'll like eye each judge like sultry like. He'll put his hand on Tarl's shoulder as he spins around Tarl, and then he'll stand right in front of Mulak and do a really cool pose.
You vogue like one of them whenever they walk.
Yes, and then I'll finish with a deep bow and stand right here.
All right, you rolled a nat 20, and then you wild shaped into a fabulous outfit. So roll me performance with advantage.
I am glad I have advantage. 16.
Right, they clap. One of them,
Polymorph is better be going wild.
Polymorph is looking at you very sternly and clapping intently, like a dance coach from the side. Like they're proud of you, but like not going to show the outward emotion.
But I know that Polymorph knows this is the best outfit he's ever seen.
Yes. Kind of a little bit louder, like not really super louder mumbling and clapping than Mularn's. Lauren, since you still have it up, one of them, really, really showy. Well, it was neat. Well, yes, it was kind of neat, but showy. Oh, there's going to be glitter everywhere. Right. Who's next? Mulaith or Arvax?
Mulaith will kind of step back and like gesture forward for Arvax.
Mm.
You could do it. In your beautiful dress that will be described here shortly.
I posted it in Discord.
That's actually pretty dope.
This is pretty badass.
I feel like if Arvax were to ever wear a dress, this would be the only acceptable dress Arvax would wear.
It's still got armor on it, so probably.
Now, the thing is Arvax, all the leather armor is actually leather that has been tooled and stained to look like metal. But as Arvax walks out is the dress that you see on Discord. Chainmail that's actually kind of a mesh, fingerless gloves. The only problem, Arvax, is you can see how there's the poofy veil. There is a slit up either leg. The reason there's a slit up either leg is because Fairy Fire had told you your legs are like the longest thing on your body. You need to show them off and accentuate them. Also, remember hip, twist, pop, pop, hip, twist, pop, pop. Heel, toe, spin. If we didn't have the breastplate on, I would say bow. Like this is, you remember this, what the Mind Flare told you in the cottage. So describe how does Arvax in this, which also I'm going to say was going to put you in heels and then decided not to put you in heels.
Probably a good thing. She's going to the best of her ability, walk like it was described to her, which she's not sure if she can do the heel toe. She's not sure if she's popping the hip right, but she's gonna do her damnedest.
All right, anything else that you do to add to your performance there, Arvax?
I don't know. She doesn't have any showy magic or shit. She has a sword and an axe. Um, so is it like a stage or a runway kind of?
I was
No,
gonna ask, does everyone just go stand like on the stage at the end, or do they like move? Do they move
y'all
aside?
there isn't really a stage. Y'all are just in the middle of this village.
Yes, but I feel like these people are now blocking the people coming out.
I mean, it tracks that Balfor would.
I will come back and stand here.
I believe Balfor wants to be out there for everybody to see for as long as possible.
I just thought that was the stage because that's where he was standing.
Well,
but-
what, you don't stay on the stage after you're done though. Shoo! Sashay away.
No. Shantae.
Shantae, I stay.
So she's gonna go about halfway up, like halfway, what will be the edge of the stage, and then she's gonna misty step to the edge of it, like in a poof.
Oh, you bitch.
And then when she pops back up, she's going to cast Branding Smite on the axe so that it glows, and she's going to swing it around as dramatically as she can and shoulder it and kind of pop her hip out. Like, I feel so fucking stupid. But in her head.
All right, roll me a performance check, Arvax.
Oh, Oh, hey.
That is a 21. There is much clapping from the illithids at this point.
Yay.
And deep speak, one of them, I think I might have just learned something about myself. Don't be creepy. Where did you find that? I've had it since that one Goliath came here. And then like there's a moment. Elvira.
And she's gonna turn and walk back with the others. I hated every second of that.
I feel like
You
one of them
did
would
great.
say, "Man, she got legs all the way up to her butthole."
What the fuck?
I would hope.
What the fuck?
Oh god.
I had to clip that one. God, I'm gonna have I gotta make so many outtake videos. I still have so many. Anyway, Tarl said he's going last, so Mulaith.
All right, 2 quick fact checks. What was the obelisk again? Like how big is that?
It's maybe 10 feet across at the base and about 8 feet high at the point.
All right, and the actual obelisk itself at the peak, how wide is it? Not the base, but the top,
Probably
and not the
about
point, but like the square.
the square that it makes the top. It's about probably 18 inches across.
Okay, and what is this thingy?
That's a kiln.
Interesting. Interesting. That changes things. Okay. Um. So she's gonna whisper to herself, "Showtime," and as she does, her clothing changes into a belly dancer outfit. And this is a magic item that she has had. She has had and worn shift weave clothing since the beginning, and these outfits are actually programmed into the magic of this. So as she says that, she changes into essentially this outfit, but think of red and gold motif instead of the blue and purple. And she has a long silk scarf that she's twirling around almost like her whip. And so she'll start to walk towards the center and doing a legitimate routine. Like she's got the coins on the belt and around her ankles, so even though there's no music, there's almost like a percussive rhythm to it that still has sound. And so she's moving and she's whipping around, and then as she gets up here, she's going to smirk and say fire, and as she does, she'll throw her hands down and her outfit changes into a fire dancer's outfit, and she immediately cracks her whip, pulling it out, and it absolutely combusts, and then she'll pop it to the side into the kiln and make essentially a small explosion of flame of the ashes come out. And she'll continue the routine, swirling around. There's moments where it looks like almost like an entire fire tornado around her where it's just nothing but flames. And then she'll take a few steps back, walking backwards while doing the dance. And once she reaches, let me see, I think it was here, she'll walk her way up onto this. And as she does, she'll slam the whip down and cast Thunder's Step. And there's a massive explosion with a burst of flame. And she teleports to the top of the obelisk and stands there with the whip up on top.
Okay, so what is the radius on Thunderstep?
It is 10 feet, which is why I backed up. I made sure to get back out of range of everybody, just barely. So no one would get hit by that. Because it's only when she teleports initially. There is no burst when she lands.
Right. I'm just, the wagon explodes.
That's fine. I figured that might be
It is collateral damage.
yes.
All right, because you did a very good describing everything. Roll with advantage.
This is legitimately what I based her character on. This is why she uses a whip as a weapon, as I wanted specifically for her to be a fire dancer. You said performance with advantage?
Yes.
Oh, please. Oh,
An
bam.
18. They don't seem to really care that you destroyed their cart.
That's good.
Not clapping as loud as they did for Arvax, but definitely applauding.
Okie dokie.
While we're standing in line, I'm like chatting up Arvax, and I'm like, "You look really good. You did a great job. Isn't this fun to have fun?"
Yes? It's just
I like the
weird.
clever quip of, isn't it fun to have fun?
Balfor's entire job is to force Arvax to have fun. Why aren't you having fun? I specifically requested it.
I'm sorry. I feel like Arvax would be slightly uncomfortable because the slit up the side of the dress is probably way higher than Balfour's head.
It's just my hip.
He's not a pervert. She's like a child. He's just like, yeah, great. You did a great job.
Like, I know that. I'm not saying that, Moose. I'm saying is, you're not looking, but it's one of those that, like, Arvax has never worn this before. I know I would be like, my butt's almost out. I don't know about this. All right. And now it's Tarl.
All right, give me a minute to set this up, but I'm going.
Arvax is used to having armor on all her bits, so this is
I'm concerned that Tarl has informed me he needs to set up something. What?
I see a ballerina.
Tarl climbs up to the top of the obelisk. Then, give me just a second.
Guys, I'm scared. I feel like I'm going to be having to make dex saves for all these guys in a second. Also, that dive is really amazing.
That's the kind of goofy
Cast.
shit.
Cast Enhance Ability with Cat's Grace. He does the pirouette, followed by the dive, but he lands on his feet on the ground. And when he hits the ground, he goes to stealth.
You know, for a second, Cannon, I swore you were either going to cast Fireball from the top of this thing, or you're going to cast Meld with Earth and just dive straight into the ground.
And for the Cat's Grace thing, I'm going to take a mulligan on that.
Okay, roll your first acrobatics again. Okay, so an 11 and 11. Not the most graceful Tarl, but you're also wearing full plate mail doing a pirouette after hopping 8 feet in the air. And then you land with a roll. But I'm going to say this, with a 23 on stealth, nobody notices that you didn't land on your feet because you kind of hit a tuck and roll into a dwarven barrel roll. And just, I think that maybe Mulaith is the only one that can see you right now. And there's a bit of an applause and unique, very unique. Where'd he go?
And I lower the hood.
So that you are now invisible.
No, raise the hood gives me
That's
advantage on stealth. Lowering the hood takes it away.
they clap a little bit. Dizzy walks over to y'all. And he hands, Arvax, he hands you a leather-wrapped bundle with a bouquet of flowers on top.
Sorry, what did you just say? My headphones went.
Yeah, he hands you a leather-wrapped object, like there's like a leather wet like cloth wrapped around something, and on top of it is a stack of flowers. You rolled the highest, so you win the show.
Thank you.
And Fairy Fire said that you can keep the dress. However, I need to know, what is your stage name?
Stage name?
Yes, I'm not actually Dizzy Duergen. My real name's Merle. Looks over at Balfor. What is her stage name? Elemental.
Oh, her?
Yes.
It's Lucy Lawful.
That's actually really good.
That was really good.
That's really good.
Actually, hold on. Let me look. She does have one. Balfour wouldn't know it, but
No.
what did
No.
he
No.
name her? Her name was Mona Lot. Was
No,
what
the
Blue Lock
Lucy one's
named her.
Lucy Lawful's much better. I'm so glad Dreyfus is not in this group right now.
I had changed what Dreyfus's was. It was let me look. Dreyfus.
Dreyfus was David.
Don't finish it. Don't finish it, Knox.
No. I had changed it.
Yeah, because they got mad. They got mad at us.
God dang it! It won't let me. Hold on. Oh, his name was Warren Peace.
Damn it, Tarl. All right, so that is yours.
Thank you.
Your brother traveled through here, put on a spectacular show. However, we did have to inform him the dance he did called the Worm didn't do it for us.
Yeah, I'm aware. It's unfortunate.
We
However,
thought he had a seizure.
You gotta admit, he's freakishly good at doing it, though.
yeah.
Hold on, let's see how well he did.
100% convinced them he was having a seizure. Like, they tried to perform CPR, rolled him on his side, tried to make sure that he wasn't biting his tongue off. So, but he did come through here. If you look to the south of our village, there is a pathway that will take you where he ventured. We would offer you our cart, but
Yeah.
Can we spend the night?
if you wish, yes. But we have an extra house. We did lose one of ours, Illusion.
Because I desperately need a long rest.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah, I burned up some spell slots with that.
after the day that we've had, probably a good idea that we take a break and then head out again in the morning.
All right. With that,
Yeah, I'm still studying it. the 66 HP, and I just used 2 spells.
Yeah, I'm at
What's in the
81.
what's in the wrap package she gave?
I'm at 81, and I absorbed 64 damage that I didn't take. My animal forms took.
I just ate all that damage. So what's in the leather wrap package they handed?
I'm gonna send you a picture here in just a second. It's going to look in much better condition than. Okay, that's a good picture.
That's that one that I put of the Miss Ukraine from Miss Universe, the like angel-looking woman. That's what I would have picked for Arvax, because she has a sword.
It is a sword that looks like this, Arvax.
Ooh.
I found a much better version of the Executioner sword that I was looking for, because most of them are actual relics and old. So they're kind of.
Do I get stats on that?
What'd you say?
So do I get stats on that?
If you try to attune to it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's 4.
Well, I would definitely be trying to attune to that while we take a rest.
3 and also 11D.
11d3.
11.
So give me a second to pull this up.
In my head, Tarl is a very stout, muscle-bound dwarf. So seeing him do that on the top of the thing brought me great pleasure.
The thing is, he's not actually short for a dwarf. Like, didn't you say he's almost 5 foot, Cannon?
He is 4'6".
Yeah, because I know that he and Hiram are both tall for a dwarf.
He's not that much taller than Balfor is.
Ooh.
But I'm sure he's got way more muscle than Balfor.
Oh, it's only D10 if I do 2 hands.
It's one of those things where like somebody's like 2 inches taller than you, but because they're so muscly, they look enormous compared to you. Like me and Nox, I'm a few inches taller than him, but he looks like he's bigger than me.
It's like putting me next to Bosch.
I always forget he's like really tall,
Bosch?
like taller than I think he is. Yeah.
Bosch is like either my height or just a hair shorter. But what makes him seem so small compared to the rest of our group is he is not as broad in the shoulders. Like, if you put most of our group together, we make a wall.
And he's the eye of the needle.
Oh, God.
Damn. 2 charges of counters, Bell?
So you have 6 charges on the weapon. This is how much any of those cost to use.
Oh, damn. 1d8. So it's a. I use a shield, so I'd use the d8 plus strength, and then it's an additional c6 of force damage. Cool. Totally dead. Damn, this thing is badass. She now has no regrets about wearing the dress.
Now, also remember how many items you can be attuned to at once. You will have to more than likely drop attunement to one of your other things.
I'll do that. Do I even need to be attuned to the Masterwork Longsword?
No, the Masterwork Longsword is just a Masterwork weapon. It's not.
I'm not attuned to that much.
You get 3 attunement slots.
Yeah. So I mean, your armor's not
Attuned,
your armor isn't magic, is it?
it's uh the what was it? It's mithril plate armor.
Okay, so no, that's not. Did you not have anything attuned to you other than the bright axe or the bright gloom axe?
I don't think so.
Do you not have like magic items like everybody else?
No?
Welcome to Gleam.
No one gives me any. I don't pick any up. This is one of the. I don't have a lot of shit. This is like one of the first big things I've gotten.
To be fair, a lot of the magic items that you have parsed out over this game haven't exactly fit 100% well with Arvax.
To be fair.
That's true. However, you are the one walking around with a beer staff.
This is, I mean, I understand that.
I mean, Peregrine also did not drink and had the mug that doubled alcohol content.
All of a sudden, she just goes to drink water, spits it out. Damn it.
Nope, 2 times 0 is still 0.
It just turns it into vodka. So you've had a long rest. Arvax is now attuned to a mean sword. The illithids are all out eating tofu, posing. Balfor, you see Polymorph in a not quite as good as yours version of that outfit, trying to mimic your style. Is Moose muted?
Well, I'm sorry, I was reading Arvax's new sword. I wasn't paying any attention to what you said. Say that again. Hello?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Said I didn't hear anything you said. I was reading Arvax's new sword.
Right. What it is you see that Polymorph is wearing an outfit based off of the one you made. Not quite as good, but definitely nice.
You have a good eye there, Polymorph.
I know. Tofu.
Hey, do you ever come to not here?
No, this is where we live. If we leave here, we will all die.
Oh.
Like, I have been here probably the better part of a millennia.
Can you give me something from here so that I can come here sometimes and we can sew together?
You haven't gotten all the sequins off your face.
Will the sequence stay with me when I leave?
I have no clue.
Let's say yes. How about this? I'll come once a month and I'll help you guys sew.
That sounds wonderful.
Fantastic.
With that, does the party wish to leave? Or do y'all want to talk to the Mind-flairs again?
No, as long as we're rested, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean,
Who rested? Okay. Yep.
Okay. So,
Jesus, I lost like over 120 health in that last fight, or that last couple fights.
I'm sorry, Claire, but you get in everything's face, and then it's like, hey, I want to deal
It's fine.
It's just like, I'm going to deal 70 damage to the bad guy immediately. I'm like, I don't want Claire to think I'm picking on her. But she did just slap the boss like straight in the face. And they
Worked for me.
definitely noticed it. Like, you've never had one of those attacks of like, maybe I'll write it off. It's like, I've decided over 3 attacks, Shua, to nearly do triple digits. Yeah, they're going to take that personally. Anyway, so y'all
Fair.
leave the village, and very quickly the area starts to desaturate in color. And then everything around you starts to not have a 3D look to it anymore. It starts to become kind of flat and two-dimensional until you are walking in a void towards a large door that Mularn is very familiar to you. Moose. What
yeah,
is...
you broke up.
Oh, did I break up?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. What was the last thing you heard?
Door familiar.
Okay, there's a door that's very familiar to you, where you've seen your brother when you took a glimpse into the ring.
Huh.
Moose, what are
Yeah.
you doing? What are you doing? Or sorry, shouldn't say what you're doing. What is Mulak doing to keep himself entertained?
Uh, honestly, probably just sitting there.
Does he look sad?
Like literally, imagine Alphonse's body at the door.
All emaciated and stuff?
No, he's not amazing. Maybe a little bit, but not as bad as Alphonse's body.
Is he all
But
dirty?
he is not dirty, no. But he's just very. You know how Alphonse's body was always very like depressed
Mm-hmm.
and like 1,000-yard stare. It's very much just that. He's just kind of sitting there,
He's just kind of waiting.
but like not even waiting. It's just like, this is my life. I can't do anything about it. He's not even really present.
Okay, well, that is way more depressing than I was expecting right at this moment. But that is what you all see as y'all come walking up on this large gate.
So, hey, how's it going?
Mulathe isn't even gonna wait. She's just gonna run past everybody and like tackle hug him.
He looks confused and scared, and then just starts sobbing.
And so is Mulathe. Probably not quite as hard. It's more of like the like kind of like relieved sob. And she's gonna hold her arm out because she know Bularn is not gonna not come join,
Yeah.
despite his stoicism.
Is it the awkward Ron Swanson hug that is given?
No, it's legit.
So, Tarl, Arvax, Balfor, what are y'all doing as you see this hug?
Just gonna stand back and watch and give them some family time.
Standing awkwardly.
Are you in the dress or the armor, Arvax?
We took a rest, right?
Yes.
She's not wearing the dress.
But it had pockets.
She's definitely in her armor.
I know you said armor, but it went a little blurry on my end, so it almost sounded like underwear.
No. She is definitely covered up again in her armor.
Balfour will just kind of lean over to Arvax and kind of like pat her on the back and say, "Is that him?"
Yep, that's him. The shiny one.
I thought they were twins.
And you thought he'd be bigger too, right?
Triplets, but yeah, they are. They're not identical.
They are technically.
He started looking different.
Does question here? Is this his soul or his body?
It would be his soul, because his body is still in a freezer
Okay.
in the pocket lab.
He seems a sensitive sort.
I
And
mean,
then
he's been stuck here. I would be a little sensitive too.
he'll look at Tarl and say, "Do you know what we have to do to get him out?"
Well, I have to have his body to get him out.
I think Mularn knows what to do.
But Balfour's not going to go interrupt any of the what's happening.
How long does the bright gloom cuddle puddle?
I mean, yes.
Cannon roll full four. What cannon?
Hours.
4 hours.
We are surprisingly professional when it comes to that.
I do think we probably would spend like at least maybe 5 or 10 minutes like just talking for a second and like catching Mulak up on stuff before
Mulak-
we then like get down to business.
Mulak literally says nothing the whole time.
Mulaith at least will just kind of be like awkwardly like just gushing stuff like word vomit about things that have happened since she last saw y'all and like what happened when she like met up with the like when like they found out about Moulette and like stuff like that and just kind of like doing all that. And then she's going to look at her brother, Lauren, because it's time.
So I think the way this works, if I'm not mistaken, is we just leave. You leave with us. And that should fix it because it gets you out of the ring.
But we do want to warn you, we think that means we have to say goodbye temporarily. Because you're probably gonna go.
Either that or you'll end up back in your body. One or the other.
He's just kind of like nodding, but maybe he understands what you're saying. Maybe he doesn't. What he understands is that he's getting the fuck out of here. He doesn't care what happens. Like you can kind of read that on him, but he's
Yeah.
still not saying anything. He's just kind of like nodding his head.
Yeah.
Mulaith is gonna stand up and offer her hand to help him up.
He gets up. He's kind of shaky and like his legs are unsure of themselves, but he gets up. You ever seen somebody like that had a concussion, or like they're just like on the news, like a person that was like in an explosion but lived, and they're just kind of like
shell
1,000
shock.
yard stare?
Shell shock.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
very much like that.
All right, folks. So the way I figured this is gonna work. Is we're gonna take him with us and we're gonna leave.
Okay, where do we need to go? Well, we rested, so I have my spell slot.
I have it as well.
You have plane shift?
I do.
I'll use mine just in case you need your magic to do something else.
Okay. And yeah, and whether or not he is, when we get back, he's either going to be gone or he's going to be more than likely going to be gone, but he's either going to be back in his body or gone, in which case we can bring him back.
Bringing back is the goal.
So,
are we ready?
I'm going to take his other hand. So he's going to be between Moulette and myself.
All right, where are we going?
Back home.
And 3, 2, 1, bam.
So where are y'all going back to?
Right home.
I'm gonna bring them like right in the. I'm assuming they have like a entryway that has like a double staircase that leads in like 2 directions and then kind of comes back in the middle, and it's gonna be like right there.
Of course they do. They are bougie and rich. So, as y'all appear in the grand staircase of Brightholme, you are all standing there. Mulaith and Mularm, between your hands, you're holding a transparent and slowly dissolving pair of your brother's hands. The rest of his body is not visible, as kind of as a gossamer web just drifts past and is gone.
Out of reflex, as it's disappearing, she's gonna go to like grab more of his hand. Obviously she can't, but like she'll be reaching both her hands and like she'll be very, very strained right now.
He's getting a Marty McFly's sibling.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Tell me though, does Mulak have any last words as he does truly die at this moment?
Nope.
All right, so y'all are in the stairwell or grand foyer of Bright Home.
But you do see relief pass on his face.
He is going to sprint to where they keep his body.
It is
Body's in the bag.
the body is in the bag.
Okay, she's going to like desperately try to get the bag and like get ready to go in there.
Y'all went through the
Bag
bag.
The bag is in Helen.
Dreyfus has the bag.
Oh, it's all the way back there? Oh, fucking hell.
Yep.
Yeah.
So y'all can either go back and try to.
That's what I was trying to say. Is that should
Where-
we get back to the bag first?
Where is Dreyfus?
In Helen's.
Helen's.
Alright, let's go to Balfor's house. I need a tree.
There are trees.
We might want to update parents. Our other brother.
Yeah,
We
sure,
can send
no
him-
problem. Yeah,
I mean, we
yeah,
can send him a
yeah,
message.
sure, no problem. We're as he goes to his room, he finishes packing up a few, just a handful of sundry things. He looks at Moulette and goes, "Yeah, we should probably let him know what's going on," and they will simultaneously just look over their shoulder and holler through the house, "All right, Mom, we're going to get him back. Bye," and then just leave.
Yo, what the fuck? Just like you just hear yelled from another room.
Just holler, "It worked. We're going to get him."
Hanging on to the axe. Bye.
And then before we transport, they'll go, okay, when we get there, do not move.
Why?
Because here, I'm going to assume that over the years, I have casted Druid Grove every day for a year.
Yes. Also, didn't
Okay.
you say it was your area was between Livel and Hootenholla?
Sure.
Because it was north of Hillens.
Yeah, it's a few miles out from Hillens. Just in the middle of plains, and specifically in the middle of a plain.
Okay, so we will. Do you see where I moved y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. Who can control Greg? Can y'all control the token that I have for y'all?
Yes.
Okay, everybody can move Greg. Greg is our new Hamantha. Even though Greg is staying with your mom, because I don't think y'all snatched up Greg, did you?
I would assume he was part of the things we grabbed.
You just, he's in one of the outfits, you just pick him up and are stripping off your, the doll outfit your mom has put him in, like, no, this is not yours.
Yep, and then just like shoving him in my backpack so that we can leave.
Wait, how are you? It smells nice in here. Oh, look, receipts. There's just two little kobold legs kicking out of her backpack.
Yeah, it's fine.
As y'all leave. So my kids come back. They tell me that my other kid is now dead. They're leaving. They're teleporting. Before I can get them, they steal the baby, and then they leave.
Yeah.
You know your mom is cursing in at least 5 different languages as you come into Balfor's Grove back in the Hebon Diocese. Not too far away from where your adventure really began a couple years ago. I think at this point, I think it might be 2 or 3. Which is about how long it's been since we started playing this campaign. So describe what they see, Balfor, as we end tonight's session after you describe your grove.
Okay, what they see initially when we arrive is a disgusting, uninhabitable, dangerous looking swamp. Which doesn't make sense because there should not be a swamp here. And then he'll look around, and is there any like people here besides us? Because there shouldn't be.
No, there is not.
Okay, and he'll say, okay, good. And then he'll dispel the terrain. And instead what you see after that, one, it's just fog. Like you can't see within a foot of you. And he'll say, oh, hold on. And he'll say a magic word and the fog goes away. And then he'll say, okay, hold on before you move. And if you look a little bit to the left, there is a nice like cabin, like a wood cabin. It's really, really nice. And he'll say, hold on. And he'll say another magic word, and you see a bunch of vines just go back down. He said, if you would have stepped there, you would have been stuck. And then he'll whistle, and a bunch of trees will just stand up and start moving out of the way to create a path to the front door. And you can see there is the pathway is full of spikes, and he'll say another magic word and the spikes go away. And you also see what Balfor doesn't see it, but y'all see just like hurricane winds coming across the walkway. And he'll say, oh, all of these people are allowed here. And as soon as he says that, instead it's a nice gust of wind that smells like strawberries. And this is my home. Hillens is that way.
Paranoid much?
Look, this is
mean,
my
to be
area.
fair-
I don't like people coming here.
To
And
be
it's
fair,
beautiful. You see gardens, you see all kinds of creatures, like nice little deer and squirrels and rabbits and all that stuff. And the trees look like less creepy versions of the Wizard of Oz trees, but they have like the faces
Okay.
on them and stuff.
do the schnozberries taste like schnozberries?
They're apples, and if you ask them kindly, they will give you an apple, but do not pick an apple. And y'all can come here now because y'all are now allowed here. But if not, then all of those traps would have got you, and including these trees will beat you to death.
You you have trust issues, don't you, Balfour?
I wasn't coming back here for who knows how long, and I don't want people stealing my stuff.
It doesn't change what I said.
Hold on, let me go grab something. And he runs inside, and you hear like rustling around, and then he comes back outside. Okay, let's go to Hillens.
Okay. Yeah. Off we go.
And as we're walking, he'll pull up next to Arvax. He'll say, "Hey, remember that chocolate shake I got you?"
Yeah.
And he'll give her more of the kava is what he went go grab from his house. He also gives her half of the cocoa powder that he stole from the Bright Gloom house.
Thanks.
And he also gives her some very stinky buds of some kind of weird sticky plant that is dried out.
Really, Moose?
He gives her,
What's,
let's say,
what is
let's
this?
say, let's say roughly 3 ounces of that.
What is this?
It is natural.
Arvax looking at it, you 100% know what that is because several of your tribe also used it to relax.
We got the gods put this on the earth for you and for me. It's
I'm
of
just
the
gonna
earth.
I want to put that in my pocket.
And it's very nice.
Noted.
And with that, that's
Thank
where
you.
this is where we'll end tonight's session. You are leaving Balfor's.
Oh, and
go ahead.
sorry. As we leave, he takes his staff and he sticks it down. There's like a circular clearing that's pretty big. I'd say probably like 20 feet wide. And he sticks his staff right in the middle of it. And then he says a magic word, and the staff turns into a fucking enormous oak tree.
Neat.
And then
Remind me to come to you about security when my family gets back to where it needs to be.
It took a year to get this. I have to stay there for a year and do this every day.
I mean, they just live there, and she points to the damn.
Dampwood would be maybe a couple days to the west.
Oh, is your what's your mother's name?
Orna.
Are you related to Orna?
That's my tribe mother.
Yeah, I'm familiar with her.
Biblically,
We've traded.
So then you know Hadga too. She's our leader.
No, not biblically.
I didn't mean that. Ew. It's like my grandmother.
Yeah, I do know her. I'm more familiar with Orna though.
I don't want to know how
Biblically?
now.
Definitely not biblically. No, I am a married man, even though my wife is dead.
She's also a lot younger than you.
So was my wife.
Was she orc young or dwarf young?
She was a human.
That's a big age gap.
She died at 96 years old.
You know, very old.
Sounds like you at least had a long amount of time with her for their lifespans, at least.
Yeah, we were in an adventuring party back in the day.
with that, we'll end tonight's session with y'all back on the road for Hillens. Thank y'all for playing. Thank you for anyone that watched us. We are Team Bonus Action. We are a D&D video game tabletop and card playing group. I believe Topher said sometime this week y'all might try to play Magic.
Yeah, I think we might try Thursday.
Thursday.
If timing works out.
Cool. Are y'all streaming it, or do I need to have like Discord up?
Not sure, so we'll reconvene on that to figure that out.
Y'all
It's
just let
also
me.
not going to happen on Discord.
No, I'm just saying
Technically, no, but
if someone screen shared, I could put that up. Is what I'm saying.
yeah.
Okay. So we got that. There might be card games. This weekend is going to be a quiet weekend because Crew Janus is going to be doing their parade, which is the big parade for Monroe. So everybody up here is taking a break, and then either we are coming back with Darrow in 2 weeks, or we're coming back with a game from Spence. So Pretty sure it's going to be Spencer's game because Topher has been a very busy guy with his courses. So we got that. I might stream video games later or record video games if anybody wants to hang out later this week. I'm not sure what day. But that's what we got going on. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads as Team Bonus Action. You can find us on YouTube and here on Twitch as Team Bonus Action. And Knox, since you're here,
We appreciate y'all hanging out with us this evening. Till next time, folks. Don't let your meatloaf.